Keir, I'd like to first start by saying that I fully support the protection of copyrighted material, and I'd like to thank the Minister for proposing the signing of the legislation in order to allow for this debate. I accept that there is legislation required in order to comply with the recent High Court decision and to comply with EU directives in this area. Now, there's three reasons why I think additional clauses need to be added to the statutory instrument. The first is that the principle of targeting intermediaries is a fundamentally flawed approach. The second is that this statutory instrument will not have the desired effect. And the third is that whilst it won't have the desired effect, it could have several undesired and unintended effects and consequences. In terms of the principle of targeting intermediaries rather than the perpetrator, here's how this would work. If someone posts a YouTube video link on Facebook, this law, at its extreme, could allow an injunction which would force the ISP to block access to Facebook for Irish users. That'd be a bit like forcing national toll roads to shut down entire stretches of the motorway in order to avoid speeding, and because we say we can't find the people who are speeding. Now, the European Union implemented this approach, the intermediary approach, rather than the perpetrator approach several years ago. However, the European Union has since said this was the wrong approach, and they are actively looking at ways to come up with a new approach. And I have several quotes from very relevant people in this, which I can supply the Minister with, but they're accepting that this was not the approach. In terms of it not having the desired effect, the real objective here, I believe, is to stop large-scale providers of pirated material being able to supply this in a free manner, in a readily available manner online. And we all know that there are very negative consequences of that happening. However, the technical experts I've spoken to have said that the providers of this sort of material, like BitTorrents, can get around these court injunctions in about 5 minutes. One expert said it is beyond laughable to suggest that this will do more than amuse the pirates. Ofcom, who's the UK regulator on this, said that for all blocking methods, circumvention by site operators and internet users is technically possible and relatively straightforward. We also know that other countries which have implemented this have seen a temporary dip in piracy traffic, and then we've seen the traffic go right back up again. Thirdly, very quickly, if I could beg your indulgence, Keirlach, there are three unintended consequences. Many of that, I'll come back to this in the Q&A. Many online companies are afraid that they may have to be shut down. Ireland's reputation as a smart economy could be damaged, and internet access and freedoms in Ireland could be hugely curtailed. Thank you.